What's happening, good people? How we doing? Welcome to my new humble abode here. Cheers. Happy New Year to everybody. Hopefully the volume's good. Been messing around with this. Obviously, as you can see, got rid of all those stupid little icons. Now I got my stupid icon up there. And this is all because of you. We've already made it to the halfway mark of paying for this. Now we're going to start working towards that super chat, the super chat giveaway thing. So, but just as a little reminder, if you haven't answered so far, the poll, please do so. And also, please smash that like button. Let's everybody know that I'm live. Hopefully, pass it around. Oh, what we got here? Thank you so much, sir. I didn't even get to explain anything yet, but I appreciate that. Let me get you down on here for your little acknowledgement. So we've got a lot of stuff to do tonight. But first, let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Johnny 3 Bar, always good to see you, my friend. Neil Martin, good morning. This first super chatter, thank you very much. Double D, appreciate seeing you here. Robbie F, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of you. Nella, always good to see you. And all the streams. Cal B, Happy New Year. Appreciate you tuning in, and I appreciate your picture, which will be featured tonight. Just a little jump a little bit. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. But Eddie Faye, good to see you. BCG 5150. You too, sir. Always good to see you. And TSA, appreciate you popping in. Always good to see you. Keith, pleasure. Welcome back to 2025. Great video the other day. I really love the diagrams. L&M Guitar, how we doing? Good to see you, Marv. Sorry, I just got done eating dinner, so I'm trying to wash that down a little bit too. But CD Nelson, how we doing? Pleasure to see you, my friend. Jade Guitars. Richard Clark, how we doing? Awesome. Thank you, man. Didn't even get to that part yet. If you guys want to go over that goal too, go for it. Yo, what's happening, my friend? Happy... It's New Year's, right? Where you are, right? Yeah, I mean, obviously. Tommy F., good to see you. Steve, always a pleasure. Happy New Year. Chris, Happy New Year. Steve Cassidy in the house. How we doing, my friend? All right, actually caught up pretty well. That's pretty awesome. So if you haven't noticed, some people already did some super chats. And got another one coming in. Gonna have to get a bigger board. So, if you haven't noticed, up at the top there's a goal, You might have seen them on other channels before. YouTube is doing this thing where you set like a goal, and some people just do like something like I'm gonna show you next week's video or something like that. I don't think like you guys could just wait for my videos. I don't think you're waiting on bated breath to hear what I gotta say. So if you haven't noticed, the Donner guitar went live last week. Got it for a decent price, and since it went for such a good price, we got two. So for every super chat, $2 or more, I set it for like the bare minimum, you get entered into the wheel. We'll do it later, and that's regardless. So if we don't hit that goal, then it doesn't matter. Whoever is in it, you're already in it. It's not like we have to hit that goal to make it. So I figure like at least hopefully I could try to cover some of the shipping, because we're going to give away a second one, and I'll get to that one in a little bit. But just want to let everybody know about the goal now, and I'll probably mention it again later too. But if we do hit that goal, then I'll reveal why I set the goal for that. But if we don't, then you're still getting a guitar no matter what. So we'll So I kind of actually gotten a little bit more of a hang of this and been able to program some of this. So you're going to see the live streams now, hopefully more fluid with, fancy little things that might pop up every once in a while. Something like this over here. Little QR codes make it easier if you're watching on a replay. If you are, let me know in the comments if you like this stuff so far, because I'm going to hear from the people on the chat now. But I'll pop up things like this. So, or if you're watching on your TV, you could scan it while there and get connected to our Discord. You might see that like pop up later. And also the many different ways that I could beg. Got my PayPal up there, got the Patreon, and then all my socials. So it's pretty. It looks like I know what I'm doing, but it's really all this program right here. So. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that so much. I don't think I have to tell anybody in here that you have to go check out Steve's channel, because if you're not, then I don't know how many times I could say go check out Steve's channel. But live streams are Thursdays. Some of you might be working, unfortunately, because over here in the States, it's 7:30 at night over there, so it's 2:30 here. Really great live streams, much better than this. So if you enjoy this one, then you're definitely going to enjoy that one. Let me get rid of the silly layers for now, because you're probably seeing them throughout the night, because I got to test all this stuff out. So there's that. Got tons of guitar videos to do eventually. Not tons, but I think 4 or 5. Whole bunch of pedals, which I know nobody likes pedals, but I mean, I have them, so I might as well review them for content purposes. And then I kind of like thinking about revamping the schedule a little bit. So starting from the live streams on Wednesdays, 7 p.m., trying to do it so that I'm not bombarding you all so much with stuff, but it's enough to stay, out there and you see me, hey, he's still alive. So Wednesdays live streams, that'll probably be the only thing you see, unless I find something like important that I really got to get out there. Then Thursdays, instead of doing the poll on Thursdays, I was thinking, because it's so much easier to remember, like Throwback Thursday, I might do is post like a previous video, because now I have almost a year, coming up on a year now, of back catalog of content. So I was thinking maybe of doing that in a post, maybe something you might not have seen, something that we could rehash. You could just, like see like how far I've come from my first video, which is probably going to be the one that's going to be up on Thursday. Also just good to laugh and see how, silly some things were. So kind of like maybe like represent it to everybody as a whole. So I thought it'd be a good community type thing. Fridays, is going to be always the main video, 9 a.m. I kind of do that because it gives like the entire weekend for everybody to view it. And also, I know it's a little bit early on Fridays, but for our overseas friends, it's already in the mid afternoon, so it kind of gets legs going a little bit. And then at 4 p.m., I'm gonna always do the Fricker Friday post. I know it's doubling up, and I know it hasn't gotten any traction with anybody. I was really hoping like a big YouTuber would take it and run with it, but so I mean, I'm not doing it to make myself notorious, and I don't think he really needs my help, but it's something that I'm gonna do. So I always just pick a video that I have gone back and seen and watched and just posted there for like everybody else to kind of keep him, hopefully relevant and you thinking about him. And I also put the playlist link in there too, so you can click on that and let it go. Usually, after this is done, I have a computer up here that I actually just throw my playlist on for him and let it run until it times out. Neil Martin, appreciate that, man. Awesome. I'm gonna have to get some more of these little writable pads that I made up. So then on Saturday is now going to be the lighthearted poll. Like I've kind of put previously up before. I've done a poll where it was, like, did you buy subs? And it was like Subway, Jersey Mike's, things like that. Or, anything that might be guitar related, it might not be guitar related. And I was kind of hoping to maybe even start doing that on different platforms, so it's not always being bombarded by YouTube. Because I think some of you were here last week where I discussed where I actually had to unsubscribe from a guy because they just posted like way too many posts. They were just like tagging other channels, and so when I went to my subscription page, there was 15 posts from just that one person, and I'm like, I can't. It's just so annoying to scroll. You have to keep on swiping until you get to something that you actually want to watch. Because it wasn't just guitar related stuff too. I wish they made that thing like timeout, but you'll see it again. Nell Yama, pure character, exaggeratedly stretching his arm forward. Thank you. Might hit that goal pretty quick. I don't even know what it does when you actually hit that goal, like for me to know. So someone might have to stop me if I get too far. So then, so that'll be on Saturdays. And then Sundays is just, I post the live stream, the actual thumbnail for it. So it kind of puts it up onto YouTube and people could start seeing it. Hopefully you click on notify. It won't annoy you with anything, but it'll let you know when this is about to it'll tell you like 30 minutes before it starts. So it kind of gives you like, hey, he's getting ready to go on, and then you'll get the notification when it does go on. Then Mondays is still going to be the poll of the week. And then Tuesdays, I haven't really decided if I'm going to do anything. Might be a day of rest. I was thinking maybe I usually did like supplemental videos if I had like an extra video. So it might be a pedal video. Might be, as like I said, I'm going to start trying to really progress and try to really learn guitar now. So it might be even just like a vlog of me playing and showing you how bad it is for me to really retain things. Although everybody thinks that I've been practicing, I have not been practicing. Maybe it's some of the stuff that's coming back in my mind. So let's catch up in the comments a little bit first before covering more. Oh, Tyler, what's happening, my friend? Malachi, good to see you. So you'll actually see that was going to be my thing for the end segment tonight. You'll see how really close I am. It took me 15 minutes to go drive onto the beach. So I'm using this program EV Mux, and it really is exactly like StreamYard, but it's way cheaper. Like StreamYard, I think was going up to like $50 or something like this. This I think is $19.99, so it's like $300 for the year. And we already have through all the other super chats, not including this or this one right here from 13 Souls. Appreciate my friend. So yeah, so I've been setting up all this the past like 2 days. You think that I would have taken a break with after doing? So I had 22 videos in the month of December, and I know most of them were just talking videos. So, but those actually were, I think, harder, as you could see from the bloopers. I don't have actually that many bloopers in regular videos than I do in the just the talking straight up videos. But yeah, so I've been doing all this, making all those QR codes so you could scan them to make it easier, and the background for that, and then just actually reprogramming my. I don't know if I can get it in the shot or not without it unplugging this StreamYard Stream Deck thing. When I push buttons on it, it'll do that. So if you haven't answered the poll yet, answer the poll, and I can go down to the next one. Which, if I haven't told you yet, which I know I did, please like, subscribe, and share. I'll be eternally grateful. And then the next one, I can keep on doing that. That explains the whole super chat giveaway thing. That's kind of what we use to pay for half of this platform now. And then once we're gonna get I have to order it this week, a Tees Telecaster. You should go check out Tees Guitar's website. We're getting the Green Envy one. And once we cover the cost of that, we're gonna raffle that off. Then we're gonna do a community vote on the next guitar. Then when we cover the rest of this program, and then that guitar, we'll give that one away, and then hopefully that's mid-year, and then we'll just keep on after that, just keep on giving guitars away until we're blue in the face. So yeah, so a lot of that was programming all that. And scrolling through everybody saying hi. I don't know if Steve would agree with me. Once you start doing pedals, you go down a rabbit hole and you'll never get out of it, and they kind of become a little bit addicting. Steve he is such good tone. He doesn't need pedals. But yeah, I've always enjoyed pedals, inexpensive ones, expensive ones. Oh, keep on ringing in. Tom F. All right. I'm hoping it's too that you don't just want, a Donner DST guitar and you're also looking, but that's all right. This is, I mean, obviously this doesn't even cover the cost of that. It might not even cover the cost of the shipping. Brant, I love that thumbnail, and I wish I wasn't so busy today. I haven't gotten to watch your redemption video yet, but that I'm telling you, man, as soon as like YouTube picks you up with those thumbnails, it's just gonna be awesome. I was thinking the other day, like, too, if you're not talking to sometimes over like doing something, you could actually, if you, I don't know how you edit, but you could take like chunks of it and retime it and speed it up. I do that a lot when I'm unboxing stuff. I'll take the parts where I'm not talking at all, so that's like really hard, is to actually not talk about it. But then I'll silence myself sometimes if I'm saying something that's like incoherent, like I am right now. And what I'll do is I'll speed it up so it kind of cuts down that time. So I've taken like a 15-minute video one time and brought it down to 10 minutes just by speeding up through things that I wasn't talking about, that wasn't really necessary of showing the nitty gritty. So you might, not saying that that's something you need to do, but you might want to think about that if you do have Old lives from SNL. Yeah, no, it's. I've been watching the like audition videos of some of them, and some of them are like they definitely wouldn't get on nowadays with like that because it wasn't like really all that funny. Got that Timo delay pedal I reviewed. That thing makes some strange noise. It's you know what? It's to me it's so weird. Like it how do you I don't maybe I don't understand delay pedals, but how do you make a pedal that you turn to a certain point and it becomes completely unusable? As soon as you take I forget what it was. It was the repeats. No, I forgot which one. Whichever knob. Turn it past 3 o'clock. You pluck one note and it becomes completely unusable. It makes like a and it didn't matter whether you turned back anything else. It wasn't. You would just think that you would have made 1 o'clock the max. Yo, what's happening? Good to see you. Yo, what's up, Brad? How we doing? I got a donut tin with donuts, no donuts in it. I wish I had the. Do I have it here? It's my lovely filing system over here. I'm totally been trying to clean up the whole area over here, but my I have in my merch store. I have a shirt and I had a sticker of it. It says how many guitars you need. Like one more. It's never enough, right? Brother Wayne, good to see you, my friend. Happy New Year. Hey, Brad, I'm sorry to hear that. Hopefully we could obviously learn together. My actual that's kind of a prelude to my next video is I'm actually going over my first guitar lesson, and it was actually the first lesson that I ever received from my guitar teacher. Kind of just like rehashing it, kind of almost like putting the timestamp on of starting this whole thing. Swapped out eights on my Strat for sevens. So far, so good. No apparent sound difference and a tad easier to fret. My whole, like when I first started playing, my whole naiveness of thinking about, like, I was always breaking strings like left and right. And I always thought like I needed to go to like 11s, because I'm like, I keep on breaking nines. I got to go to tens. I keep on breaking tens. And just obviously it's, we all know now it's, from having a guitar that's properly set up and, you know, the saddles aren't like, or the nut or something isn't totally just shredding your string off. And that's really what was happening. So I was always killing myself all those years. But right now I think I'm still digging the tens, but so that's anybody answer Steve's question? Is it any guitar goals for 2025? Mine is to actually like get back to really playing again and really learning. Nope. Oh, Johnny, appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, so my goal is to, obviously start. I want to spend like an hour. I know it's a lot, and people say you get burned out quick, but obviously I don't have the free time with the channel, but I think I could try to commit an hour a day to teach myself sight reading. I blow through my first book all the time, and I start and stop again. I started so like the when the ants go marching, the jingle bells, all those basic songs. I always blow through that first book in like a week because to me, I like sight reading because I feel like it's kind of like almost like a brain teaser, and I need something to stimulate my brain. And just seeing numbers like on tab isn't so as good as sight reading. So I need something like that. So I feel like it's like my Sudoku type thing or crossword puzzle. Yeah, so that's actually a good point. Catch up a little bit and talk about it. We actually started talking about that in Discord, and this isn't to knock anybody here that watches this stuff. I don't want to make you feel like I'm attacking you because I actually hate, not necessarily maybe the feud, but the person that points out the feud. Like I hate that type of content. I mean, like I'm not big on that whole Trump guitars content. Like actually, somebody just released one where they actually showed the video of it, and it to me, I guess it's me from more as a content creator standpoint. Like that drives an algorithm, and all of a sudden, it's like everybody has to jump on the bandwagon, and now it's like you're creating content for shock instead of actually creating content for. I mean, if you enjoy that, it's fine. But like, I'd rather do something pedal guitar related, um, and you're just like kind of like fanning flames a little bit. And I don't know. I just so, but we actually were discussing that a little bit in our Discord. That thing right there. Um, Shameless plug. But yeah, but like the whole JHS John Nathan Cordy thing, like I kind of talked about that. I don't know if you're in the live stream, but like that type of video didn't even never even from the beginning didn't have to be made because somebody that has 100,000 subscribers can call up Josh Scott and say, "Hey, are you ripping us off?" And could have got the answer from it. And then they could have done a video together, and it could have been like neither, like it could have been more, could have been done better. I yeah. But again, if you watch that type of stuff, I am not knocking you for it, and like it is kind of like intriguing to see like, but I think just make good videos. So hopefully someday I make good videos. You said rest. I'd be working 12 to 16 hours for 3 weeks straight, and Saturday, Sunday working to finish up this year's job projects. Yeah. Well, happy birthday, man. Richard Clark says he's an eights on most things and some 8.5 on a few. Yeah, actually, um, if anybody, I know Cal is, and actually, I wanted to ask you. I think you might have split by the time I got to mention. Like Hendrix took righties because there were no lefties and reversed them. Have you ever done that? And did you not like it? Because I don't think. I mean, me personally, I wouldn't like the opposite. Like I wouldn't want to take a lefty and make it a righty because to me it just looks kind of awkward in a sense. And I know, like obviously it's saying like looking like Jimi Hendrix look awkward, but have you ever experienced that before? But also, I know you are, so you don't have to. Are there any lefties in the group here? Because I don't want to. I want to raffle off a lefty every once in a while, but I don't want to raffle it off and everyone get in on it and not give the true lefties just because somebody's gonna get in on it so they can get it and then sell it or reverse it. Like I want to, obviously I play right-handed guitars, so I'm not gonna be able to review it, but I want to give back to everybody. So if there are any lefties out here, go to my about section, email me, just so I kind of get a head count ahead of time, because sometimes people just also jump in for the fact of getting in on a giveaway. So that's why I never really announce them. I only do them in here. All right, man. Take care. He's probably already gone. I think I'm like so far down the I've always been a tens guy and actually just moved a couple of my guitars down to 9. Yeah. I feel like most of mine are like already kind of set up for tens though. So like if the nut is already slotted for it, I would have to like do a whole bunch of you have to breathe while giving guitars. I hope to win one because I never win anything. I mean, well, might as well just do that one too. Plug that while I'm there. For any of you, I was seeing some new names here in our Patreon. I promise we're going to give away definitely at least one guitar this year, and at least 2 pedals this year. That's exclusively to our Patreon members. Our Patreon members, they're always eligible for any other guitar except for this Tease guitar, which we're raffling off tonight, and this Donner guitar, because this is kind of like a special thing. But if I ever get like a free guitar and I decide to just do it one night on a live stream, that's how I always do the giveaways, just randomly. They don't have to be present to win. It's just the recipients of the people that are in the chat. They are entered in to win, and then anybody that's a Patreon member. So you might want to check that out. But it's a way to give back to the channel, because I really don't make any money off that. Like after taxes and everything like that, I figured it out that it really pretty much breaks even. And that was part of this whole what's coming up. I figured out a schedule of so like it's guaranteed one guitar a year at up to $1,000 and 2 pedals a year up to $200 in value. Every 10 people that join the pedal one or both the pedal and the guitar one, so a combination of every 10 is an additional pedal that will be given away. So if we have 40 people combined in that, then we're going to give 4 pedals away a year at up to $200. You get to pick anything. You can pick the cheapest pedal that I review, or the JHS Pack Rat, the Warm Audio Centavo, getting some other stuff in, and then any of the guitars too, the up to $1,000. So every 20 people that are in the guitars or the guitar and pedals, we'll give another extra guitar away. So if we have 40 people in that, then we'll give away 2 guitars away. And then if we have 60 people in that, we'll give 3, and then so on and so forth. And then ultimately, once all those are maxed out, you'll have a 1 in 200 chance of winning a guitar every other month and a pedal every month. So check it all out. I really hate kind of like even pushing that, because it sounds like I'm really, but basically I reviewed that guitar, and then you don't pay any taxes because it's a used item. To me it's however you want to look at it that way, but basically you're help providing content, and I'm breaking even, and I get to play a guitar, and I promise I won't trash it. Yo, Johnny Bean, happy New Year. If you guys haven't checked out his channel, definitely go check him out. hit the subscribe button. Does a lot of pop-up lives, which is really cool. It's kind of almost like breaking news type stuff. So just hit the notification bell, or if you're just always on your phone like I am, I'm usually catching it anyway. So Marissa finally made it into the chat. Hey, what's going on? Good to see you. Thank you for that. The more I cut you off with that. Still time to answer that poll before we get to it. And just like Marsha T said, diagnosing some problems. Good. Try and make sure I catch everybody. Make sure not missing everything, but also don't want to go 10 hours like we normally do. But now we won't get kicked off after 2 hours because we're all paid up. It's funny you say that. Like I think it was in the middle of November. I bought into what you call it, Robert Baker. Robert Baker's program. He was doing something like a live stream. He had like 50% off. I haven't even looked at it yet, but I've always liked him. He was great when I first started trying to play guitar years and years and years ago. So I'm into his, and I actually, when I first started this, I thought, hey, I'm gonna play guitar and learn how to be a YouTuber all at the same time. I signed up for David Whaleman's thing. So I was in the middle of an intermediate program with him and got sucked into all of this. So, yeah. That is funny you say that. I have a good friend who's a teacher that I'm going to work with and can fix, build, and set up guitars the best. Nice. Awesome. You got so much good stuff and so much knowledge about playing guitar that I think you just do what you're doing and eventually it's going to catch, and you won't even have to worry about pedal videos. Is that the Trump guitars? Yeah, I'm not like political either way. I just don't like the content that that it kind of like causes people to make. Yo. Oh, I guess that. So when I see it, I guess when it comes up, it doesn't. You're doing the cool signs. I I just realized that now. I thought somebody was. I'm like, what does that mean? But appreciate that. I'm sorry I missed that before. Must not heard the jingly jangly jingle jangs. Yes, if anybody has not caught up yet, I don't even know. I can't see the. Oh, so we're. I'm not even sure. It's 8 of 30. So cool. So up there, you've seen other channels have done this thing where you do set a goal, and if you reach that goal, we're gonna release this myth, but or show next week's video, or whatever. But we're giving the guitar away regardless of that. So all those people that are in it now, one of you is gonna win the guitar. So if you're apprehensive about getting in because you don't want to, you think that we're not going to give it away. We're giving it away tonight. We're giving away the T's guitar tonight too. If you don't know what that's about, I'm sorry. You probably didn't pay attention enough to one of my videos. Very cool. Hopefully Steve's here is still taking notes because he's definitely the man to. Oh, yo, awesome, dude. Thank you. I really hope I'm not missing anybody too when this comes through. And we very rarely ever do anything like this where we're. I was thinking about maybe doing this every time and like getting, you know, like a $50 pedal and maybe putting up, whatever I think would cost just to cover it. Like if it was $2, like 30, I think it'd be like 30 super chats at $2. That would be probably cover the shipping where I'm not just to do something like, like this. I don't know if we would reach 30 on something like that. And I don't know if anybody would really want to go higher, like, you know, 30 $10 ones for like a Wampler pedal or something like that. But those, I mean, with that, I probably would have to, that would just cover it, I think, maybe. So I would definitely have to make sure that we hit that 30 or it wouldn't go. So, and I can't, I don't think you can refund, so, but. Oh, thanks, man. Tonight it is just straight up Coca-Cola because I was trying to get all this stuff done. So let's do the AliExpress Temu clone versus the original. Yeah, so I'm thinking more. So I've hooked up with a decent company called Stritch, and I have a ton of those pedals. I actually have two that are recorded right now that I gotta crank out. But I do have a whole line of Delamo pedals. You see them in my screen, but when I'm in my videos. But I'm not really too much on the Temu thing anymore. I've gotten too skunked from like if you see every guitar that I've ever said that I sent back was pretty much a Temu guitar. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, so I kind of like got out of the whole Temu thing. I was actually trying to do it until the point where you get to like if you've seen like you get those games and stuff like that, and eventually you get to the point where you get to the end and they give you something like string winder or something like cheesy. It's like none of the stuff is actually really good. You can get like a pedal maybe at first, but you go from like this from jumping up like 25% to 40%, then it goes to 60%, 75%, then it goes once you get to like 90, then all of a sudden you go to like 94%, then 95%, then 95.4%, and then like it takes forever to draw out you to like pretty much spending money. And I know some people have had some luck. A lot of them I think have been creators, and I don't wouldn't put it past them. I feel like that the Temu is like the B stock of everybody's company, and I think that if you're like a creator that actually has hooked up with Temu and they send you stuff, I think they're probably sending you some stuff that we're not getting. It's gotta be cold up there in New York. I think it was 59 degrees today down here. So yesterday it was 70. Got to run and make a fire, real fire, pretend to be. Happy New Year, Steve. Watch on if you're still here, or if not, watch on the replay. You get all the stuff that everybody's feeding you for your next live stream. So I'm just trying to jump a little bit so I can get to. Always hated that lefties did that instead of forcing makers. Yeah, I mean, it definitely it's a tough for like teas. I could kind of understand because they're a small company. So when they order batches, if they sit on a lefty guitar for 2 years, that's time. Like he kind of, I think it was him did a decent video of like breaking down how much like every month like storage costs. So if he's eventually at a certain point, like it's not worth storing something, like I think it's like $1 a month for each guitar. Building a lefty for a friend, but I'm not a lefty. Well, tell him about this channel. Tell him to subscribe, and eventually I'll want to give it away. But right now, I think Cal might be the only one that's, unless I missed a. Oh, sorry if I missed. Must have jumped some fret knots in the house. Good to see you guys. Dwight, the Hitman Bailey, what's going on, my friend? It's so hard to. There, smash that like button. Let the YouTube algorithm know that I'm a really cool guy. From put in one for Malachi. That's awesome, man. It's really cool of you. If you guys ask me something too, I should probably, if you specifically aiming at me, asking me a question, maybe do like 2 question marks in the beginning of your statement, or like an emoji question mark or something like that, so it kind of pops out. Because it's really great, but we're already at an hour, and luckily we don't actually have too many submissions for tonight, so we're just gonna run through the paces, everything, just to make sure that everything works. Yeah, Jason is awesome. When I first started off, I found his channel and just started like we were just bantering back and forth in the comment section. But yeah, he's kind of like a bit of an inspiration to me because he's definitely better accomplished than I am, but he kind of is in that same thing where everybody thinks that you have a YouTube channel, so you have to be a virtuoso and you have to be awesome right off the bat. And I know my stuff looks pretty good right now, so it's like everybody thinks that like I should be like, like fluff or something, but yo, what's up, 2 yards? Yeah, to me, they're a better price point. When you can get them on sale, I think they're like $20 or something like that. They've always been better than any of those cheap pedals I have. Joyo's pretty good though too. It seems like I haven't got any Joyos, but they don't want to send me anything, so they're already sending to too many people. So eventually, I might start buying some of their stuff, but right now I can't afford anything. Yo, so this definitely check this channel out. He's a great guy. I don't know if you consider like just starting off, if but just check it out. It's got a 335 video and then a Vox Beetle video up, and I haven't seen if he's done anything else recently, but I saw one of his first videos. Like I was like, dude, you got to start cranking out more videos because I just like the way it was. Yo, what's up, man? Yeah, I think Fessly definitely does because the although my Les Paul wasn't bad, but my the Super Strat was kind of messed up a little bit, and it was messed up in ways that it was definitely in QC, and it wasn't like it couldn't happen. Excuse me, it couldn't happen in shipping. It was like there was chips around the pickup selector switch, so and that was not damaged at all. So obviously that was something in QC. There was a dent in the back where there was no damage on the box whatsoever. So I think that's what it was, and they wound up actually knocking a decent chunk of change off of it to make it right. But like I think that's because they knew. And then sometimes like some of the like the acoustic guitars, if you see the videos on that, it looked like there was so much tape around that thing. That thing must have been returned about 5 times. I think they just kept on taking it back and just waiting for some sucker to actually like just take it. And then eventually, once they're done with it, they'll probably just be like, all right, just keep it. Like we're not going to take it back. My dogs actually didn't freak out last night, but our neighbors across the street said that their dogs had a little bit of a bad time, but they weren't too bad. I didn't actually never noticed that Demon and Effects is on AliExpress. I actually have one I haven't done a review on somewhere over here. It actually, I feel kind of bad doing it because I don't mind so much when somebody totally copies a pedal that is like the Klon Centaur, like Warm Audio Centavo does it, Behringer's doing it. Like that pedal's not available, and that also pedal was also, even from its get go, was kind of geared towards of making it this mythical monster of a pedal that was gonna cost $5,000 to get. Where so many people duplicate it, and like you have so many like even I know people hate when it looks exactly the same. So I have the Demon Effects uh, it's like the king of. It's not the king of tone because it copies the king of tone pedal, but that guy's still making pedals, hand wiring them, and I know it's a 5 year waiting list. But I actually got that because I got on a list to someday shoot them out. But I feel like that it shouldn't be a pedal that's really still in production, if that makes any sense. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, see, I like stuff like that, like where you can get behind. That's the I got to redo the tone bender pedal, which I might actually give away eventually, because I think that would work really well with some modulation effects that I now do have. Paul Reed Smith refused. Wow. Yo, what's up, Seth? How we doing? Yo, Herb, what's going on? Thank you so much, my friend. Got these really cool picks. Herb sent me some pics in the mail. Really nice of him of his channel. I think we're almost all the way down. Yeah, I mean that's kind of like what I'd always hope that to be of that like responsiveness. Like I always try to respond back to somebody good or bad. But now the really bad ones are just going to get that auto reply. Don't mix the two up, wax potting and pot puffing. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I think I had to crank out like 10 videos before I had 14 subscribers. So you're doing a lot better than I am. Subscribe to Johnny Three Bar. Maybe now you got 15 or 16. I just jumped again. Well, hopefully, all right, then cool. So one of the things I wanted to show about was add this to the scene here, and let me think. I gotta. I don't know if I can make myself bigger or not. Still working this thing out, but I guess I can't make. So can you guys hear me when I'm talking right now? I know last week they said that when I was off the screen that it wasn't anything. I'm talking right now. Can anybody hear me at all or no? Okay, cool. So as long as that works, you guys don't need to see my ugly face here. So I want to show you guys the Discord over here for more than one reason. Like I really would love for everybody to start using this too because I get some great emails back and forth, some messengers and messages and stuff like that. So a lot of this stuff we could discuss in all of these groups over here. And I've flashed up the Discord icon before, and I'll do it when I come back on the screen. But this is all the stuff here. This stuff down here is really all for the Patreon members, though. So you're not going to get access to this where you could, list your gear for sale. Again, we don't take any responsibility for it. But I post anytime I find something along the ways for entries for giveaways that obviously that we're not doing. Something that you might not be able to find right away if you're not like on your phone as much as I am. But then we have all these other things here too. And a lot of these are starting to take off. We're getting some good conversations in here. This is our pedal winner for the first Patreon giveaway of pedals. So we have so many different topics. And if you could try to stay like on the topic in these groups, there's kind of stuff in there. And then I have something that just generates memes all the time just to kind of keep it going. And you could turn notifications on or off to individual ones of these sections. So one good thing is that I think I don't know if it turns it on automatically, but this is kind of cool. Is that anytime I publish a video, it puts it out on here, and I don't know if it maybe some people that are Discord members could, if you turn on the notifications or if they automatically are not on, I'm not sure. But so like when I post the thumbnail for this, it sends out a notification to the people that are on Discord that there's going to be the live stream that night. But like whenever the video goes live, like so for the amp pedal up here, the positive grid video here, as soon as that went live, it puts a notification here. So you can maybe not turn on notifications of, YouTube, but then turn them on here. Then I have all my affiliate links here too, and stuff like that. But I'm not here to push that really. Though I wanted to show some people might have had difficulties of getting on. All you got to do is if you scan the QR code that's popping up every once in a while on here, it'll take you to this and you can sign on. Or in all my videos, there should be a link to Discord. And all the welcome is just like your generic welcome of, basically being kind. Don't be a dick to anybody. And then the two things that people probably aren't doing that's might be getting them where they can't really access it is you have to acknowledge the rules. And this basically really says like it's all the rules of the channel, and you go here and then you click on the green icon. And that opens up more of the channels, because when you initially open up, you won't see all of this. I think you only see like 3 sections, and then you have to go to your introduction, write a quick little introduction, and then you click on this green access button. After you do all of that, it'll open up all the Discord. But the reason why I'm telling you about that is because you know how I told you that we bought 2 Donner guitars? So the first one we're giving away tonight to anybody that does any of these super chats and these super gold thing up over here or anything like that. The second one we're actually giving away completely free. And I haven't done it yet. Some of you might have seen I did a test thread. So when this live stream's over, probably tomorrow, I'll go in and I'm going to make a thread in one of those channels. You have to go into the actual thread. So not just the channel. You have to go into the thread, write a comment, and also acknowledge the thread with an emoji. Anybody who acknowledges the thread and writes a comment and an emoji, I know that you've signed up for the Discord. If you don't participate after that, that's fine. But I'm trying to do this to get you guys to see, to force you to start talking to each other outside of the chat over here. So I think it's a really great way of building a community. So again, it'll be totally free. You don't have to sign up for anything. The Patreons get a little bit more access. But anybody that finds that thread, again, don't look till at least tomorrow after I wake up. So probably around noontime maybe. It should be there. And then we're going to give it the entire month. So I'm going to mention it every month. Sorry. But it won't be as long as this. And then the first live stream in February, we'll give away the Donner guitar to anybody that goes onto that thread. So basically, this whole thing right here, this whole goal tonight is going to basically fund the shipping, maybe of one of them. I doubt 2 of them. When I sent a Stratocaster up to Pennsylvania, it cost me I think like $80. Just get back into the comment section over here. So yeah, so get on the Discord, win yourself a free guitar, and then get off it if you want. But and again, I don't mind you guys emailing me stuff like that, but a lot of this stuff could like spur a conversation, and you could actually get like the Lamb's in there. Like he's a much more articulate and experienced person in there. And so many other people out there can give you much better insight than just me. Like, I mean, hopefully I'm giving you the right info, but I just heard something in the Discord. I don't know if anybody just popped in there, but we're gonna eventually get to the poll. No, Brad, appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. It's so awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna try to also start doing more stuff. Like, obviously, you've seen some of the videos that I've done, the creator videos. To kind of like, I do some videos in the Patreon that are off, the realm of just guitar stuff. Maybe a rant here and there. I don't know. Maybe I'll rant about people making shock videos at one time or something like that. Yeah, I mean the Patreon too also has 4 channels that are set up. The top tier I think has like access to all of them, but then each one has like their own individual access to their own tier type thing. And that's another place to communicate too. So there's like so many different places to communicate, but awesome. Celebrates 1 month of membership. Awesome. Sorry about that. Man, appreciate it. This is but it's the first our first Patreon guitar winner. So I have um gonna unbox one tonight, and then I have a Fender Player Two Strat, a PRS, Gretsch, Leo James Monsoon, and then obviously any of the budget ones. I think once I get those videos out, I think we'll probably maybe do at least one drawing. Hopefully by then we have more members. But yeah, and they get to choose from one of them with a dot 335 that I got. So the prosperity of time will go to if I tell you you can make 10K a year as a beginner guitarist, would you be interested? If you follow these 3 easy steps, you could have 10 grand in your pocket the very first year. Come follow me. These 3 things help thousands who just started off raking that dough. Step 1. Grab yourself a lawn chair. Step 2, grab yourself a cold beverage. Step 3, don't start. It was one of my first experiences with failures of microphones. The microphone there was not picking up any voice whatsoever, and I thought that it was, especially since because I was coming down the stairs, that the it was kind of like working, and it totally wasn't. So the microphone from the phone, was actually picking it up as me coming down the stairs, which is great because if not, then that video would have never gone up. That was my first not my first foray. That was I've done like shorts about things that weren't so funny, but for me, shorts never really take off. And I tried doing that thing where you try to change the, you know, camera angle, the action to keep the people engaged, and don't know, never got pushed off. So hopefully I start doing some funny stuff in the studio over here. The clips, you know, I've done like the whole recap, so you've seen all my funny stuff. So, but if not, we maybe might kind of bag that for a while. But just checking out all the volume of all the segments. I actually don't even have enough to do all the segments tonight. What would be the just one guitar purchase? Probably a Murphy Lab Les Paul, probably like 18 grand or something. That's the one guitar I should never have gotten away with, gotten rid of. I had a Les Paul Standard 2011. I probably spent new was $1,900, 18, 17 maybe. But now it's like you can't even touch one anymore. Oh man, as soon as like the more you do, the less you have. yeah, they start to become less and less. Oh, it was how to save 10K as a beginner guitarist. Yeah, 2,800 for the same guitar today. Throw that up there one more time just to give you guys more time to go over to the poll. Because got a little quick, hopefully, unboxing to do. Couldn't find my knife from my last video, but Leo James actually makes pretty easy to open boxes. So I don't think by the size, I have two, so I'm hoping that this is not the Monsoon, because this was the one that I actually had told people about in the last live stream, maybe, I think, that was a decent price. I think it's less than 150 bucks. Don't quote me on that. I bought so many things during the season just to get some good content out for you guys, or at least content. Keep myself relevant in the YouTube world. But this obviously could be a guitar that you could possibly win on the Patreon. I probably should have them like just pre-cut already. There we go. I like the double styrofoam action going on. No, it is the Monsoon. Oh well. I thought this box, the other one, was bigger. I thought this one would have been smaller, so. But cool. I need some musical lessons. You got the Fretzalot, the whammy bar. No, not the whammy bar. Just a cord, Allen wrenches. Oh, is the Monsoon a hardtail? I thought, I forget. Oy. Not bad. Yeah, it's a hardtail. I forgot. One volume, no tone, two pickups. It's pretty light. Locking tuners. No fret sprout. They go pretty much all the way to the yeah, so that's the unboxing. We'll do another one real quick too. Got a pedal, making pretty decent time. But that's not going to be the video right away. I was hoping it was actually the other one, because I got to do the Fender one first. Because I think actually I might have even reached a point. I bought the Fender Player 2 as part of like thinking about the Patreon members to give away, and I was thinking that would be a good way to show you them like legit and actually gonna do what I'm gonna do. Because if you're gonna go pay for a Fender player too. So I got it from a musician's friend back in November. So I might actually be at the point where even after I do the review, if it's bad, I can't return it. I mean, I don't return stuff because I review it and it's done. Like if it's like messed up, I might actually be stuck with it. Because if anybody knows, I got messed with on an Epiphone, and check out that video way back when. A musician's friend. I was never going to buy from them again. So, but the next one over here, I think I already kind of mentioned it in a previous live. Double bagged, which was crazy. Was I think I ordered this on a. Sorry if you can't overhear me while I'm trying to unwrap this thing. I think I ordered it on a Friday and it came here on a Monday. And I think they're from Arizona. Yep, Mesa, Arizona. LPD pedals, the Embers. So this one actually is not eligible, unfortunately, for the Patreon because it is over $200. Originally, we had the Patreon set at $300, but the price to get in, I think, was like $10, and nobody was really jumping on it. So it's only $5 to jump in a month in the Patreon giveaway thing. So but there she is. Got it for mainly two reasons. Ben Coombs speaks highly of it, and also because my dog's name is Ember, so that's another reason why it's not going anywhere too. But it is over the mark that we. So that's pretty cool. Nice pedal, top mounted jacks, level drive, treble and bass, a couple of stickers, the feet, and a couple of picks too. That's all pretty cool. So that's it for our unboxing. Yeah, Johnny Bar, there was string through, sorry. Yeah, so if you're already using StreamYard now, this will seem almost identical. I never really got too much into the StreamYard to see the big difference if it is beneficial or not. Like that, there's more to that. To me, this works great, and it does everything. And I've set up all this stuff myself, and I'm not too techie, but not techie. So. Oh, that one was just an unboxing. I usually do an unboxing segment. But if you're talking about the one for the goal was that Donner DST 200. We got two of them. We're giving one away tonight to anybody that gets in on a super chat. And then we're also giving one away in our Discord to anybody that goes tomorrow. We're going to post a thread on a Discord. And you just have to respond to that. And we'll do a wheel names thing for that in the month of February. Yeah, you think that would be like one thing that they would, know that they're going into a house with dogs. Like, yo, Snug, good to see you, my friend. So, quick. I know I probably don't ever do anything quick, but good thing there's not many segments tonight. Is the basically, I got a damaged Epiphone from a musician's friend, and to return it, they want me to pay for the shipping to send it back. I'm like, this thing is damaged. It should never pass QC. So I said, I'm going to keep it. And I actually have it downstairs. It's probably so messed up by now. It's been in my garage for a while. But I actually was going to, I took a sander to it. I'm refinishing it. And the pickups weren't great in it anyway. So I figured if I ever get like really good amps, and I actually do have an amp to do eventually, that I was going to take a crappy guitar and put it through the amp so you could see like what a crappy guitar does to a good amp. And that was going to be the model of it. So I took a sander to it and everything like that, and I left them a 1-star review. Once I left a 1-star review, they offered to take it back and pay for the shipping. So I said sorry. I said I already took a sander to it. Like I figured I'd get more mileage out of a video showing that you have bad, QC, and you're going to make somebody pay for shipping for a guitar that was damaged. So I think that they might have been offering that only if I were to take down my review. So that's why I don't take down any bad star reviews. Anybody that says that my playing sucks, because nobody deserves a 5-star review. Yeah, I'm surprised my dogs didn't start scratching at the door. Yeah. And that's what they told me too. Like, oh, you can take it to a guitar center. I'm like, the guitar center is 3 hours away from me, so I got to drive 6 hours to return a guitar that you should never have sent me QC wise. So, yo, what's happening, my friend? Good to see you. So, I want to test another thing. Uh, anybody could enter this thing if you want to. Uh, totally free. I was speaking of Stritch before. They sent me their NAM package, whatever they're going to give to their people for NAM. I thought they might have been like inviting me to NAM, but they sent me this. So you get a little cool little tote bag. So again, anybody can enter it if you want, but the shirt size, I would have done this anyway because unless they wanted me to wear the shirt during videos, but it's a 2X shirt. So yeah, I don't know what AI they used on my videos to tell, but I'm definitely not a 2X. So here's the shirt. It's actually pretty cool. That's that would I think would be better on the back, but that's the NAM 2025 shirt, and then here's the back. They do pretty cool. Got some pretty good cool logos. So there's that. Yeah, little wrapper type hat. And then like their whole sticker package. I'm not going to open it up or anything or pull anything out. So, but and then some pics. So I want to test this giveaway tool that they have here on this, because I'll show you how it's going to work. I have to go to this here. So don't type it in yet because I got to start it. So what I'm testing here tonight is, so I like to use this all the time, but the Patreon members, like when I do a guitar, they're entitled to not have to be here. So I don't know if I can add people when I start this. So I'm gonna click on this. I don't even know what it does in the chat, and start giveaway. I don't know why it's not. Did it say anything? I don't know. No. Let's see. See, that's why I wanted to do this now to. Yeah, I don't know why it's not. Did anything pop up like saying the giveaway started or anything? Because I keep. Oh, there we go. Oh, sorry guys, that was my fault. We'll do it again. You guys even see anything? We'll do that. We'll do that again, but. Oh, that's why. So sorry, Fred. Not. We'll do it again. I didn't see anything pop up on my screen, so I didn't know. We'll reset it. I guess, are people typing that in now? Yeah, no, I mean, you can keep on typing in. Hopefully it's... Everybody see their name popping up? I don't know if... I guess when I put this on the screen, I guess you could start the... I'm going to have to readjust how everything is here, but... Maybe move myself here. Yeah, I have to readjust that. But does everybody see their like icon eventually come up? Sorry for the false. But I thought I was going to see like a panel of something, and I guess I can't use this for regular giveaways. Because I would have to be able to add the Patreon members into there. So, all right. So I think that worked this time. So yeah. So I guess whenever you put this in, people could start typing right away. Now we'll do it. So. There we go. Congratulations, Tom F. So you could email me. Let's see if I can figure out how to get the So there's my email up on the screen there, and I will send that out to you. Hopefully, I can get like some other stuff. Maybe like once I get some income income. Maybe if I get like some swag or something like that, I could do it with this thing. But I have to figure out how to get it so that the layers are not messed up on everything. Maybe if I Put this up here and then. Sorry for doing this while you guys are all like, what the heck is this guy doing? Yeah. We'll take care of that later. I'm not really sure why all that's layering on top of it. Still trying to work all this stuff out. There we go. Oh well. So we'll put it side by side there. Technical difficulties, but here's the poll of the week for the base. And we had 65 votes, probably one of our most recorded votes ever. And 63% said go for the cheapo with it is nice setup. 14% go big. 12% no base. I'll go into the comment sections here real quick. I have my cheap base from 1995. Still cheap then and priceless to me now. Bad Boy Mulligan. Today I played my old bass in band, sang. I've always been a guitar guy. Buying bass helped my guitar get better. And Ibanez, Washburn, BCG, all about the bass, no treble. Marshall Murray said, again, middle of the road. It should have been an option too. It was a middle of the road. Short scale Reverend, JP, and a P. Expensive doesn't. Yeah, I didn't mean expensive as in like, expensive and crappy. I meant like expensive but good. So I didn't know if you thought maybe like you should get like one really great bass so it feels awesome and you never want another bass, or Yamaha 5-string. I never actually even touched a bass before, so I don't know like if a 5-string would be too big for my tiny small hands. But Scott Wharton, on if you haven't checked out channel over there, Guitar Nivore, you should definitely check that out. Martin's kind of the same with me. I'm somewhat torn with the cheapo and expensive one. Robbie F, short scale. Roy Gaber has a road-worn precision bass. David Dixeri says, yeah, I own two. It's a good to have for solo. Cal B has a cheap basic bass, Sawtooth. Bass 6, that's another option too. Cool. That is... Oh, Jace Allen, what's going on, man? Good to see you popping in. So I don't even know if that Super Gold had expired yet or not, but still got that going on if you guys want to get on that. Because I don't really have much for the next ones, but I just want to test out the segments to make sure that they that they work, and also so that you could see this. I mean, if I'm gonna wear the wigs, you guys got to see them. So nobody had any submissions for the Mary Shag Kill segment, but we have a lot of new people in the mix over here. So I wanted to explain what that was like. Is that if you have anything like, well, basically it was 3 items, we put them up on the screen, and we decide on like which you want to, like, what is going to be you're going to keep, which one would you like to maybe fiddle with, flirt with, and which one would you throw away. So you could have like 3 awesome guitars, 3 really bad guitars, amps, pedals, anything to compare, whether you own it or you don't own it. If you get me the pictures, I can put them all into one like thumbnail, so it's compiled. Or if you could do that, that's even better. It's less work for me to do. But anything that you could think of that you'd want to show there, kind of keep the segment going. If not, we might just can it eventually. But like to see like other people's gear. I think it's a good way. Like John Robson, he does like showing off people's gear. So I felt that it was a good way to have interactiveness of the community by like saying, not saying anything's bad, like show off your stuff. But I have plenty of guitars that I could do and put up, and maybe even some of the ones that I'm about to review. But so that was that one. So we'll just check out the. Use this really just to check the sound levels. I didn't have too much time between doing 22 videos in the month of December and setting up all this mystifying, mystical stuff for you guys all to check out, and check out all my social medias over here, there, everywhere. But yeah, I guess the biggest industry news is the Mike Bukovic and Voxioi whatever thing going over with the Les Paul thing. But I just really wanted to play that and get it through. But we'll have more stuff in the future, hopefully. And catch up in the comment section over here. I checked that goal. Goal thing's still running, right? It's got 6 minutes left. So I got 12 entrants. Hopefully I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I don't know why it says 12 on there, but I have 13 names written here. And I don't have Johnny 3 Bar, who took himself out. So I'm going by my list because that's maybe something didn't trigger. Maybe someone did a super sticker or something. I don't know how that really works, but I've been writing down all the names. So hopefully when I put all the names in the spinning wheel of justice later, before, if you didn't do a super chat, you'll fess up to it. But so if you want to get in the last 6 minutes, $2 more super chat. We're giving away that Donner guitar, regardless of what that number. If we reach 30, if we reach 35, it doesn't matter. If we reach 30, I was gonna tell you what would have happened if we reached 30. But I wasn't gonna be like, I'll show you a guitar from next week or a video from next week. The stripper looks like my friend's mom, but that's sure. Yeah, so at least the poll of the week, you'll always see that. But I like the Mary Shag Kill thing too. So if that nobody wants to show off their stuff, or again, like I said, it could be anything. You could just pick like a rev generator that you don't own. I know Steve does own one, but any types of amps or anything like that. But bass 6, people talk about. Very nice. So I guess we might as well let that thing time out too. Just want to see what it does for notification. I didn't know like if you reached it, like it would do like confetti in the air on the screen or something like that, or you know, when it does time out, does it tell you you suck and it didn't make it? But yeah, cool, very cool. Yeah, so GRB, if you want to send in anything, even if you don't own it or you own it, or if you have like maybe two guitars and you want to compare it to a third one, what we do is we put them up on the screen and we'll put A, B, C for the Mary Shag Kill thing, and it'll be like which one you're gonna keep, which one you're gonna throw away, and which one would you just like maybe like flirt with. Um, And if you check out the previous ones, we've had like really bad guitars that I just pulled out one that was called the Wancaster, and then like two other ones. It was kind of so it's kind of funny if you could find like really bad guitars, or if you find and you do pedals. I put a couple of pedals up too and stuff like that. But the last segment we actually have some submissions for that, so that'll be another one too that you could also always do too. Very nice. So let me get rid of this one, and for all the latecomers, if you're not getting in on this one, that's fine. The Donner you see at the top, the super chat thing, we're giving that away regardless. But you have another option if you sign up for the Discord tomorrow sometime, probably around noon. I'm going to start a thread in one of the channels. You just need to find that thread, like it with an emoji or something like that, and also comment inside the thread, so not just the because it'll be inside like say amps, and then it'll say thread. This is the thread to respond to. I'll probably put like Donner DST thread, and you just have to go into that, leave a comment in there, because I'm also testing that thread thing out too. So you're really helping me beta test a lot of stuff. But this is totally free. You don't have to. So it's another way of winning, because we're getting another one. It should be here this week, since like I said in the video, we got some good ones. So go check out the Discord, and hopefully trying to build that sense of community and everybody chatting away, and so let's see, we got a couple more minutes on that, right? Yep, 26 seconds checking away. But so eventually we'll get all those names in, but we also have this one over here. But we'll do this first. Let me stop share screen, stop that, and I gotta go and right, share this screen now. So in our ever way of giving back to the community, but also not broadcasting it like, hey, we're here. Here is the wheel of names. Let's get rid of this icon here. So try to make this bigger. And it really didn't make it too much bigger. So I don't know if I'm going to lose volume again, but basically I'm going to make this bigger so that you could all see it, because this is what we're all here for, probably. This was the video, my way of giving back to you. The 24th, I released a video basically saying you all are completely awesome, and Tease was kind enough to donate a guitar. So whoever wins this spin of the wheel is the one that is going to get that T's guitar. The criteria was that you had to be a viewer. YouTube shows you how many times you comment on something. So some people did. Hey, I'm sorry. Please don't unsubscribe. If you've been here for a while and you just never, you know, left a comment, but some people did. Were definitely first time, and hopefully you don't jump out. But we do plenty of stuff like this. We've done so much stuff tonight, but so you had to leave a comment of nut width, height, whatever you wanted to see from a guitar review, the specs, and you also had to do the sunglass and the hang 10 emoji. That was a way so that I actually knew that you were really paying attention to what I was saying and talking about. Because a lot of times people just, like someone just left the hang 10 emoji. I'm like, I've never seen you before. So I'm going to make this bigger. Let me know if you, I'll talk a little bit if you can hear me. Just let me know if you still hear me now. Just checking this thing out. But yeah, so let me know quickly. Just someone give me a thumbs up that you can hear me. And I'm just going to type in here if you... Yep, okay, cool. I just want to make sure because last time when I did this for whatever reason with fret not. So hopefully I believe I got every single name here that was on this. And no, I was clicking on the wrong screen, but spinning the wheel and justice. Richard, Richard, didn't you say? And hopefully he's still here. Didn't you say that you don't win anything? I thought you said you might have not have won anything. So congratulations, Richard Clark. You are the winner of the T's guitar. So if you want, go to my about. Oh, I could just do this. This is good for anybody if anybody wanted to submit anything. Too as well. Send me an email, Richard Clark, with your address information, and I will send it off to T's, and we will get you that guitar. And then eventually, hopefully, you could send us a picture of it that you want it. But I was really glad that T's did something like that for us. So. Well, Brad, hopefully we could change that luck for you. We do most of them always here, and I really try to not ever do the only thing I ever did was on the Randy Rhodes. I wrote giveaway on it because I knew that was going to be price gouged, and I wanted to save somebody from being price gouged. So I'm just going to clear that wheel real quick. So talks amongst yourselves. Well, I add all the names that I got in here. I can leave. Just easier just to delete them all and type them in as I got them. So if I look really weird right now, it's because I'm trying to focus on typing. And Richard Clark, I forgot too that gave you a shout out with the super chat. You might be able to win 2 guitars. Fortunately, I'm not coming from the same place, so I won't be able to save on shipping. Right. So I didn't get anything on my end about that timing out. It didn't say wah, 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 you know. you failed or anything like that. So I don't know if anybody saw anything in the I don't know if anybody saw anything in the chat when the thing timed out, if it says better luck next time, but so everybody knows that we do the super chat, super thanks giveaway. That anytime you do a super chat, super thanks, that goes towards the Tease guitar that we're going to give away once we hit enough to cover that. If we hit that goal tonight of this one, I would have included all these names in that as well, because this doesn't even pay for the shipping of the guitar or the cost of, you know, I'm sending out two Donner guitars for whatever these super chats. But again, I'm not doing this to have yachts like Jeff Bezos or anything like that. So I'm still taking a bath, but so I'm gonna show the screen again. Let me know if your name is not on here, because I actually have one more name than they have. Let me close some of this stuff so it's not too confusing. So I'm gonna share the screen here. I'm gonna make it big, make it huge. So those are the names that I have, and for whatever reason, YouTube only had one less name. So make sure that I've got everybody on here. And I'm just gonna look in the comments. It was the ST2. That one, they probably are actually having dinner at this point right now, went to Keith Melendez. To anybody not see their name that put in a super chat? I just want to make sure before we give it about a minute. I'll put my wonderful face back up on the screen over here. So actually, I'll help diagnose Brad. Brad, were you ever able to get in Discord, or do you see any part of my oh, good. Oh, Brad. Oh, sorry, Brad. I didn't even see you popped in another one. And Marsha popped. We'll give you an extra go at that. Still don't think we made the mark, but we'll at least get you guys into this one tonight, at least. So if you see you have to go to the rules and regulations, click on the green icon, and then you have to go to the introduction, scroll up to where it had write an introduction, and then hit the green, and then you'll be in. If not, if you go back and watch the replay, you can kind of watch me like walk through it. So Marsha, did you do two or just that one now? Because everyone's thinking that you did one before too. Or did you do one as Marissa and then now one as Marsha? If anybody doesn't know, that's what Six String Stanger sometimes calls Marsha when she's in the live streams. Well, I'm going to make, again, nobody wants to see my mug when this goes off, so we'll make it bigger. Like, no more comments coming in, so we are going for it. It'd be nice if it was on the right screen to click the wheel. There we go. Boom! Neil Martin. Congratulations. From down under. Congratulations, Neil. He might be going on with his day already, so for him it's noon already, I think. But I'm gonna have to reach out to him. Good for him, man. It's good to see him always in here, always commenting. He's one like, I mean, you all are completely awesome, but he's like one of the first ones. Which goes to now. So this was always my goal to get around to this mark at an hour into the live stream. So I don't even know if we're ever really going to cut them down to an hour. I mean, we did do a lot of testing out of stuff tonight, so maybe it might go quicker eventually, but I keep on saying that. But this was the section of that I wanted to get to like at an hour in the live stream where we kind of cut off the whole guitar talk and just like talk like what's going on. Yo, Neil, congratulations, man. I'll send you a message later. And this was like kind of like just like where this is your moment to like brag. Like if you just had a single guitar, you wanted to show up like a recent score, like something that you won. Your kids, went into a contest or something, won something like first place at a science fair, and you want to show them holding up a trophy. Anything that you want to submit, as long as it's decent. So this is actually, Eddie Faye was talking about how close I am to the beach. This was our beach date today. We always do it the first of the year. We go out to the beach. We have a drive-on beach right by us. And that was our little day. And then there's our three excellent little puppers there. The tiny little terrors in the corner over there. The Red Fox Lab. He was not the picture of today's live stream's thumbnail. That was a stock photo because there's no way that I would get him to be able to pose with that hat on. So Richard Clark, that was the ST2. That was the I believe the Alnico 5 Sunburst ones. Yeah, so that picture actually too is not them being nice and attention. There is a treat in the dangling in the off side of the picture that you cannot see. That is the only way that you can get them to pose for anything like that. So and then our next one over here is from one of our regulars, Cal B, showing off the other part of his signature screen name, Rocco Cat. And then Mr. John Dotson showing off his Mitchell MD300. And then his recent score, a Ibanez, I forget what it was, but got it just the holidays. Actually, he's in the chat over here. And that's all for the submission. So if you would like to submit anything in the future for whether it's the Mary Shag Kill or the this type of thing where you want to brag about anything, kids, puppies, cats, fish, guitars, amps. Yes, that's what it is. GAX. The escape me. Yep. Nice little score you got there. Give a little ticker tape parade over here. Thank you to all of our Patreon members. You make this all possible. All of you make this possible through your super chats, your just kind words motivates me to do what I do on a regular basis. And yeah, so we are way over any type of expectations that I want to get to about what so basically the Discord I think is much better way of us all catching up with each other, and because I don't think we're ever going to make it to this point of the segment where we're going to be able to just shoot the breeze. But I mean, I guess if it ever goes really, really quick and we're into an hour, we could sit here and chat for. But I don't want to keep you all night. And in about 30 minutes or so, the Bolt Shredder will be going on, but it is Metal Dude tonight, so you might want to check him out. And I think in the future, I'm going to try to actually also promote other people's live streams and have like a TV lineup for the week going on. So, John Dotson, I appreciate so much. Thank you so much. I keep on forgetting I had made all these little things too for, so I got to do them all for everybody that did the super chats tonight. So we'll do one or two. You get one of those. Dastardly Dave gets one of these.
Tell me what wingy.
Get one of these.
Thank you for your patronage.
Ah, oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Holy Santa Claus shit.
The Force will be with you, always.
Got to come up with some more super chat little things, because I know I have his like.
So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife.
But I appreciate you all popping in tonight, testing out the whole system now that we're fully up and running, and it seemed like it made it a little bit more streamlined, but still running around that 2-hour mark. But we will check you all out and see you all in the new year.